Oh my gosh, welcome everybody. How we doing? Happy Monday. Good Monday to everybody. How we doing? My name is Travis Marvin. I'm your host here at Inside the Action with Cars4Heroes. We're going to call this a Military Monday type deal. This is our very first one. So tell us about Cars4Heroes first.
Cars for Christmas is a 501c3 charity that its mission is to help veterans, active duty military, first responders, police, firefighters, EMTs, and or their families obtain transportation that are unable to obtain it on their own.
Sure.
And we've done this is going on year 28, so we're not new at this.
No.
And we've given thousands and thousands of cars away to our heroes. If you served, I don't care if you were a bookkeeper in Fort Riley, Kansas,
right?
Never saw any combat, anything. If you signed up and you served, then you qualify. And if you're running into hard times, can't get transportation, like I said, we're not trying to upgrade people. We're taking up people that most of the people we help haven't had a car for some time,
right?
Want to get back on their feet. They're helping, and we can actually bring somebody on, tell their story,
right,
and then solve their problem by giving them a car, and then the rest is up to them. So.
Right. And we're doing this across the country, right?
Oh, everywhere.
We say this just so people understand where we're at. We're not just here we're from Kansas City in the area, so this is not just here. We're going to Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're going to Columbia, Missouri. We're going to...
Started Tampa last year.
Right.
We're going to be up in Portland, Oregon later on this summer.
Looking at Texas soon, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
wherever we get a car donated, we fix the car in that area and give it back in that area. We don't ship cars all over.
Right.
So
as far as the surprise goes, how that has to start?
Well, pretty much what I do is when the way the process starts is I go through the applications as they come in.
Yeah.
And make sure they qualify. It's not a hard process. If you served and you served honorably, you're in.
Yep.
So it's not a hard process.
Great.
But with her, I looked at her situation. Obviously, here's somebody who hasn't had a vehicle in a couple of years, so really understands the struggles of not having transportation. She was very emotional. Because people sometimes they don't believe we really call them up on the telephone and say, we're going to give you a car.
Right. Exciting. Well, let's do this. Let's dive in with today and just start talking about the story that we're going to share with everybody as far as who we're getting ready to give a vehicle away to.
Absolutely. This is the story that we brought in is Mia. Mia is a single mother, just had a 5-month-old baby and has been walking for 2 years. She's not in a community where there's a large bus lines, so she has to either Uber, and in some of these communities there is no Uber, so they got to walk or get somebody to give them a ride and things. And she's been without a car. She served, I believe it was the Air Force. All right, they qualify. It's not a hard process. If you served and you served honorably, you're in.
Yep.
So it's not a hard process.
Great.
But with her, I looked at her situation. Obviously, here's somebody who hasn't had a vehicle in a couple of years, so really understands the struggles of not having transportation. She was very emotional because people sometimes they don't believe we really call them up on the telephone and say, we're going to give you a car.
Right.
And we don't want them to sound like it's a contest because that's not what it's all about. But so we called her and talked to her, and this is what it sounds like.
Hello.
Good morning, Mia. This is Terry.
Hello.
I told him a little bit about your situation. First and foremost, we want to thank you for your service to our country. I guess first, congratulations. You had a new baby just recently?
Yes, thank you so much.
And was it a son?
Yes, he's a little boy.
Aww.
He's almost 5 months.
Almost 5 months now.
5.
Oh, my goodness. What's his name?
His name's Omri.
Aw.
Yes, I love him.
Yes.
Well, you had told me that it's been a couple of years since you've had a car. How are you getting around right now?
Well, with public transportation, I walk sometimes. If I can catch a ride with like a friend or family, I do that too. Or Uber sometimes, but I try not to do that because that's super expensive.
Sure. Well,
I'm a single mommy.
We have a committee process that we go through that we ask people about their struggles. And this morning we have Everly. We call her the boss. And Everly, what do you think about Mia's situation?
Well, I think that that's a hard situation and that she could use a car, so.
Well, Mia, Everly, we call her the boss for a reason. So we've decided we're going to give you a car.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Everly's serious and she's the boss.
Are you serious, Everly?
Sure am.
Yeah, you're getting one. Very shortly, you'll have a set of wheels that you can get yourself wherever you got to go without an Uber.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
It's unreal, Terry.
That is.
And you
it's
get that
every
most of the time, right?
Every time.
Yeah.
It never changes, and it's exciting to help somebody like that because they appreciate it.
I mean, that's
Well, you don't realize that not having transportation, the struggles that you go through until
Right.
you're in that situation. Like, soon they're not answering the phone. You can't find somebody to come get you.
Yeah, it's
So
hard to
there's
rely on
other
people.
there's other struggles that they go through.
For sure. Well, that's just something else. We do this. We would be wrong if we say we didn't do it to get that feeling
Sure.
from the emotion that we get, right? I mean, I stand on stage and sing, and crowds are, super excited. I can't explain that emotion from stage to somebody if you ask me, well, how do you
Right.
feel on stage? Going. So thanks to you, Terry. Thanks to Cars4Heroes. Thanks to our producer, Ben Mesner. We're going to bring a lot of people on. We're going to have a guest probably on here and there. We're going to be, showing stories like we just did with Mia. And I just look forward to it. And don't forget, subscribe to us. If you go out and look for Cars4, the number 4, Cars, number 4, Heroes. Go to YouTube, all your listening medias. And can't wait to see you again next week.
Yeah,